bum, but at this point I call that history. Fuck around and grill a pig like some rotisserie. Give a fuck about who you think you with, don't trust the industry. Why you wanna be my enemy? You should really let me be, cause really you can't fuck with me. Nah, you can't fuck with me, little bitch. And yes, I took my heat. Yes, I love to redo, that made me L-A-M-E or W-I-S-E. My third eye open, I can see. Must protect my inner peace. No response, I can't give you my energy. I don't follow trends, cause bitch, I'ma just.
Okay, so excuse my background. Kids probably gonna be going crazy, but whatever. Okay, so I'm being called to, like, the topic for this video is gonna be, I guess, false leaders and how to use your spiritual discernment as well. And I also want to tap into a little bit of the fallen angels as well. Okay, so basically, I was having a conversation with someone and they sparked me to, like, go down this whole freaking spiral way of just getting this download about not only the fallen, but like the fallen angels. I'm going to speak about them as well and also share my experience that I had with one of them. But yeah, first we're just going to tap into the false leaders, because Spirit do want me to, like, expose some of these people and also actually name a few of them. So I'm going to be obedient. I'm going to try to make this, like, short and quick, but some of the names that I got was Real Chosen, Rashad Jamal, the ISIS lady, and Young Pharaoh. Real Chosen, I really feel like he more so just, like, speaks from his ego, but I also feel that they are using him as an example to stop watching, like, these TikTok trenders. Like, go within and use your spiritual discernment and also know how to properly discern energy and information yourself. Like, stop always relying on the next person to be able to bring the information to you. You have to basically, you know, go with what aligns to your soul, because not all the time, like, just like with me speaking, you might not align with some of the things that I say or some of my beliefs. You know, you have to kind of, like, have your own pathway when it comes to your journey and your spiritual journey. So it's very important to not allow others to lead you. Like, when it comes to your basically spiritual journey, learn to, like, go with the flow of what it is that your spirit wants for you. I feel that a lot of these leaders are, like, leading with their ego, which is the most destructive thing you can do, is allow yourself to lead with your ego. I know that one of the persons that I exposed on my own behalf was Gala, and I mainly exposed her because you know, yeah, like, the people who know the situation, but that is another prime example of, like, someone who basically, like, leads with their ego. And it's like, they be wanting us to, like, shut up, but Spirit don't want us to, like, be quiet no longer. They want us to start, like, exposing these people for who they are. Not only that, but because it's like a lot of times they are leading our they're leading some of our chosen ones, like, down the wrong path, or, like, making them have detour paths. And that's the whole purpose of it, is to, it's like a whole spiritual war going on basically for your soul. So it's like a lot of times they give you half-truths, half false information. A lot of these people be agents. I was told numerous of times that Jamal was an agent, that the ISIS lady is an agent, and the Young Pharaoh dude, I don't really watch him like that, but that was a name that I got, and he is someone who not only leads with his ego, but he could be possibly an agent as well, or just being heavily spiritually attacked to the point where, like, you really shouldn't even be watching his videos, because a lot of times we can pick up on these people's energy as well. A lot of these YouTube members are in, like, occults and shit. Like, they are being paid off to, like, basically be false leaders. Like, they could have at one point been a true leader, but steered the opposite way once money got involved, or a certain amount of, like, fame and fortune, or different things like that. And I'm getting chills right now, but yeah, like, that was the download that I got for that, or whatever. It's just to use your spiritual discernment. And okay, so now I'm going to tap into my story about the fall. I'm going to try to talk fast because I'm tired of this shit cutting off on me. But basically, when I first started my meditation, like, journey and state, when I first started meditating, it was very easy for me to, like, basically get into the meditative, like, the spiritual world. Like, I don't understand how, maybe just from past lives or whatever, I was able to, like, kind of do it with ease. But basically, I remember one of my, after the first couple of times of me astral projecting, I went into, like, a certain place that I consider my sacred place, and I was met by this, entity that called himself Azel. I think is how you pronounce it. I think it's Azel. Like, I'm gonna have to figure it out, but I think it's Azel. And if I'm not pronouncing it right, excuse me. But, yeah, basically, when I went to, he had asked me a series of questions, basically, long story short, trying to get me to side with him or join his side, because he told me that I was like very powerful and special, and that he wanted me to join teams because us being together, it would be unstoppable and this and that. And I told him no, because for one, if I am as powerful as you say I am, like, I can do that. I can accomplish the things that he wanted to accomplish with me on my own. Not only that, but he referred to himself as a scapegoat, meaning that people deemed him to be something that he was not. And the storyline behind what happened with him or to him is actually like a lie, and that's not his character at all. Which I'm not anyone to disagree with that, because I don't know, and I know that they whitewash our knowledge a lot, and I know that they, like, a lot of the knowledge that we think that we have and that we think that we know, we actually do not know. And I do not believe that all of the fallen angels are bad. When you think about it, when it comes to the Bible, they speak about Jesus, and they basically speak about Jesus and God and stuff, and how the fallen basically disobeyed God. And we all know that in this world there's duality, and they have switched things around. They have switched the things that is actually good and deem it as bad, and they have turned the things that are bad to deem it as good. So in my eyes, if the fallen went against anything that their God was asking of, you have to then ask the question of who is their God, and what were they truly asking of these angels, or supposedly angels, or whatever the case was. And if they did go against whatever it was that they needed out of them, or whatever agenda that they were trying to push onto them, what was their reasoning for going against this? And also, just understanding the way that the universe works, we are our own soul. We have every right to go against things that we do not feel aligned with our soul. And so with that being said, I do not feel that all of the fallen angels are bad. I feel that a lot of them actually had sympathy for the human race that was created, and tried to, in their own way, give to these people, or give gifts and different things like that. And with the human race being created the way that they were, I do not feel that they were, I feel like they ended up turning their backs on these fallen angels. And I'm getting chills as I say this. I'm not going to say all of them, but some of these angels did have, I feel, no evil intention or motive towards the humans. And as humans being humans, I feel that they turned on them. I also got a download about, I remember posting a video about Prometheus and the Anunnaki, and basically how the human race supposedly came about. I strongly feel that, sorry, I'm getting a download. One of the downloads that I had gotten about the fallen was, not the fallen, I'm gonna say, okay, the Anunnaki. One of the downloads that I got about some of the Anunnaki, they actually turned against their own people. So not all of the Anunnakis are good people. There are different, just like every race, like I said about the fallen, not all of the fallen angels are bad, not all reptilians are bad, not all greys are bad. Everybody, just like not all humans are bad. Everybody has their different division when it comes to their own races. And I feel that some of the Anunnakis turned against their own people because they wanted to push out their own agenda and create their own human race for their own beneficial reasons. The download that I did receive, I'm sorry, I'm saying so much. The download that I did receive was that some of them turned against their people because they wanted to make their own human race for slaves. The original Anunnaki wasn't. Basically, I feel like because they went and created their own race, it turned and backfired on them. They created literally an ungodly race, someone that has no soul, basically. They took their DNA and basically tried to make a altered version of themselves, and this backfired on them really badly. These beings were like beasts, basically. They only knew to kill and destroy. I feel like this is what started a lot of the battles between the gods and the people of this earth. I feel like a lot of these people are still roaming around here, and a lot of these people that was created by this, like genetically mutated, basically, they still roam. It doesn't take much to become a fallen. Like anyone can fall from their light source, but that does not mean that you have to stay there. You can always choose the light before it's too late. For the ones that it is too late for, it was forever and always too late for you. Like, like I said in my last video, the boss will forever be boss. That was what your programming, that's what your programming was here for you to do, was to be a bot, And those type of people won't even click on my video because you don't have the mental capability of even understanding what I'm saying, So just watch out for people like that who are trying to steer you away from your path. You know what's right. And also pay attention again to these false leaders and how the agendas that they're pushing out, again, creating their own, like a cult of people that they're feeding, basically like feeding off of your energy source, and so you have to be mindful of that. You have to be mindful of like just who you're giving your energy to in general. And when you start to feel like weird or off about a person, 9 times out of 10 something's up with them. You should always ego check yourself, because sometimes it can be you, but for the most part, if you are feeling a certain type of way and it's just something that you just cannot shake, you should listen to that, most definitely. And at this time, just be mindful. Again, have your spiritual discernment up, because it is needed, especially with where we are headed to right now. Like, things are taking a major shift, and it is important to know what part you play within this battle. And so, which side are you on?